Well, guys, it's now time to react to another Monster Truck event. As we're back to reacting to Monster Jam 2002, as we're getting ready to react to St. Louis 2002. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to this, as we just saw Freestyle in Atlanta, where Tom had an amazing run to get the win there. And of course, I'm going to say this right off the bat, I found out this after yesterday when I finished filming in Atlanta, that racing got blocked by Feld. Yet Freestyle didn't get blocked, which I find very strange. It's the exact same setup as it was for Minneapolis, Houston, and Atlanta, but racing got blocked. So, thankfully, it is up. By the time you see it, you have already know it's okay, but I filmed in this like a week ahead of time. It is uploaded successfully. However, I massively had to lower the audio of the video, so even my voice, which is loud, didn't get recorded as well. And I had to make the screen down here even smaller than it was in the original video. So yeah, that was very annoying to say the least. So I'm going to try and lower the volume more on the video, because normally on here for the media player was at 22. I have it at 9 now, which is a little annoying for me because that make it even harder for me to hear. But what can you do? I'm tired of Feld making a big deal about me reacting to the events for y'all to enjoy. They did this back in 2000. And I fixed the problems there, and I had no problems in 2001, but now it's showing up again in 2002, which is very stupid. Alright, so anyways, with all that BS out of the way, let's get to the event, shall we? Let me also do this too. Lower the volume right here. Sorry if I have to lower it all for y'all. Like, almost 10 decibels lower than it normally is. I had to lower this volume so much. Also, in this event, because I don't know the entire field, but I do know for a fact Tom Meents is not here. This is the first event since, like, what, Houston 1999, where Tom does not compete at all? Yep, Tom's not here. Which is nice to get a little bit of a break. But Dennis is here. Nice! Since we didn't see him last time out, since Pablo was here. Ah, that pisses me off, crushing the obstacles before freestyle. I think this is an 8-truck field, though. And we're going to see the debut of the new Bounty Hunter Scarlet Band with their Ford Expedition bodies. You see right there, yep. First time they debuted that. Also debut of a new Eradicator, which is the, Dodge Durango body? It's like the SUV Dodge now instead of the, Dodge truck. So yeah, a lot of new trucks. New truck updates we're going to be seeing in this event. And of course, remember, in St. Louis last year, Tom swept. No, he didn't sweep, because, I think Den's got #1 qualifier, but Tom got the double down, one race in freestyle. Alright, so, let's get to the action, of course. Yep, there's the new Eradicator, like I told you about. Nice to see Eradicator again. And, of course, Dan, we just saw, remember, in Houston. Got like that tie for third place, which was kind of, no, second place technically. And of course, Don Cretan we just saw, who should have won Freestyle Minneapolis. I'll still stand by it with a new Scarlet Band body. And of course, Guy Wood, Bulldozer. I think this is the first time we're seeing Bulldoze this year. We saw Guy Wood, remember Jacksonville last year. And there's Cretan, who we saw struggle last time out in Minneapolis. Hopefully he'll do better this time around. So that's 4 trucks now. Yep, Scott Stevens, of course, is Firemouth. I was trying to pay attention because there's numerous driver changes of Firemouth later on in the year. So Scott Stevens is here. Chad Fortune Pelford, hoping to do better than he did last time out in Houston. Alright, so next up, Dennis. I think that's only 7. Wait, 7? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've lost count. Of course, we only saw 7 trucks. Scarlet Bandit. Yeah, I think it is 8 trucks, though. And St. Louis style racing. How fit in St. Louis. That's what's done the last few years in a row. St. Louis in a row. Hey! Time to criticize Montchamp Pre-Feld. Change different tracks each week! Well, actually, they kind of have been doing, but change the tracks from every single event, too. Don't keep doing St. Louis in St. Louis. Do something different each time. Like, let's see, so far, in Minneapolis we had U-Turn. Houston we had St. Louis. Atlanta we had J-Hook, and now we have St. Louis again. And of course, spoiling how he struggles in the turn. So yeah, we don't have that many elite racing in this event. Really just Cretan and Dennis. So we'll see what happens in this one. Yeah, we saw Dennis last time out one racing in Houston. Dennis has been doing very good. Gravedigger, the team Gravedigger has been off to a great start this year. 3 events, has gotten 2 racing wins. So they lead.
Everybody here tonight, he come to see Dennis. I come to see Dennis. He's going to entertain me tonight too. And I want to play
until you've racing potentially.
coming along in the Malone truck. Just a lot of great things happening in this sport right now.
Dennis Anderson is the legend. I mean, he's the one that brought
the icon.
I said I'm going to get him tonight. Can't wait to be lined up with him.
I mean, Dawn, you should have gotten the freestyle win Minneapolis over Dennis. But I guess that's just me.
Dennis Anderson, and I think he's going to be the legend throughout the sport. I just hope when it's time for me,
Okay,
somebody that's going to respect what
we wait for qualifying, as everyone's sucking off to Dennis, but who can blame him? He is the GOAT. Well, icon, but he is one of the greats. Still say no, Tom's the GOAT. Especially right now in the early 2000s. Leave the bus alone. Alright, here we go now for qualifying. As Dennis, who is he facing though? Wait, did he say he's going to run on his own?
I'm going to be first man on deck to qualify. We've already done our drawing. That's not a plus, but last week it's the same thing, or in Houston, I was first man on deck.
Wait a minute. Did he say there's only 7 trucks? Did I seriously? Is he saying that?
But I feel like as long as the trucks keep my head on my
Interesting.
tough man to beat out there tonight.
We'll have to keep an eye on it. So it sounds like Dennis is going to go on his own. Alright, here we go. Oh, the power wheelie to start. Not really good. Hard landing. Into the turn. Oh, 2 wheels. Dennis having trouble out here so far compared to last year. Great turn at the end, and he will cross. But now what's his time? 17 exact. This is a big track compared to last year. That big bus deck too, I must say. Yeah, he could have done better. He needs to not have those power wheels, and getting on 2 wheels right there really did hurt.
Yeah, it was. This right lane over here in the corner. It's got a little dippy, and it's a lot tackier than I thought it was going to be. I think you looked at your turn, and the truck wheeling off the line. That's not good in this race.
Alright, so now up Guy Wood. Is he even raced against anyone? Is he going on his own as well? The hell's up with that? That's a little weird. So Guy Wood's going on his own. I thought something was weird first in Dennis's lane. On 2 wheels, nothing. Not bad. If anything, maybe he could challenge Dennis. That was not bad. With the wheelie at the end. Oh, never mind. Ugh, 19.38. Wow, looked like he was doing okay, too. Ugh. That's like 2.5 seconds almost off. Jeez. Alright, so Dennis with the 17 exact still leads.
We came out the whole truck on the pole a little bit, and I'm not too sure why. With uneven air pressure, we changed it. I think that may have been the cause for it. But the only thing we do is get faster now. We got to fill the track, and that's the important thing.
It seems to be surprising everybody.
Yeah, hopefully it'll loosen up as we get more in the rounds and make a better race.
But yeah, I'm still really curious why they're having the trucks go separate in qualifying. Why they're not racing against each other? That's a little weird. Like if this was a 7-truck field, then Dennis going out there I guess makes sense, but not Guy Wood going out there. That makes no sense. Alright, let's just hurry up, get to the next match. And I saw power forward.
Log on to USHRA.com for your shirts, hats, puff trucks, videos, and more. Don't forget to enter to win the Gravedigger Block Party.
Oh, man, I remember. I think I even did fill that in for the block party. I never got it. Look at the Goldberg shirt too.
All this and more when you log on to USHRA.com. Here's our full on field, Scott. You've got to start when you're looking at favorites at Chad Fortune, Carl Malone.
How is he a favorite? Like, there really is only two main threats, and that's Cretan and Dennis in racing tonight. Everyone else is kind of relevant, maybe Scott Stevens.
There he is, Jimmy Cretan and the Bounty Hunter. I really like the look of this truck, this Ford Expedition. And the 20th anniversary season continues.
As, yeah, right now, of course, Dennis still #1 qualifier. Guy Woods 2.
Here in the Gravedigger would love to get another victory here under the arch tonight in St. Louis. Well, if you've been watching our
All right, here we go. Scott Stevens, probably the only other driver that could compete tonight in racing. He did struggle last time when he raced in Houston. And again, he's going again. What is up with this? I don't get it. Why are they going separately? I don't get it. Not bad turn for Stevens, but going into the final turn. Again, not bad. Could it be enough? They say here. Wow. Man, Dennis struggled. And yet everyone else seems doing better, yet they're getting blown out compared to the Dennis. That's really weird to me. But he is second place right now. Oh, God.
Yeah, it landed so hard I couldn't see where I was at. My eyes like blank, you know. The suspension's really jacked around tonight. It's going to hurt all night, but, you know, the truck's running good. We're just going to have to be tough. The ramps are a little steeper than we tested the truck on. It just kind of knocked me in the dirt a little, but, you know, all the guys have worked so hard all week from what I threw up, so I got to be tough for them guys.
All right, so yeah, get ready for Dawn up next. Of course, can't wait to see the new Scarlet Band Bounty Hunter drive, and plus Iraq here as well. We're still waiting for that.
Now with our jam cam, which will throughout our show tonight be following them around, and you'll get a look behind the scenes.
Yep, we're following the creeds this time, huh?
Grab a couple crescent wrenches. I need to make a move real quick here. Just give me a couple or 3/4 or a couple crescents. Brian, get in there and turn the power. I'm gonna make one little tweak on it. Power on.
All the work to get ready for the next match or whatever.
Cannot go by this. Something has tilted this rear end. It's your bottom bars. Did you ever measure them to see if they were equal? Something is making this thing cock.
You better get all fully ready for racing. Here we go now. Here comes Cretan. On Gravedigger, that's funny. Didn't notice that till just now. But yeah, Cretan's the only other legit racing threat I would be thinking about tonight besides Dennis. And let me guess, he's going again on his own. What is up with this? I don't get it. Alright, here we go. Let's see what Cretan's got. You saw his head bounce a lot. Oh, nice turn by Cretan, although he's a little wide right there at the end. Seems so weird without the flags. Again, great turn by Cretan. Now could, oh yeah, a little wall right there. Could this be enough now? Take on that 17 seconds. Again! No! Nowhere close, and that still looked better than what Dennis did. Yet Dennis still destroyed everyone. That is second place, though. So far, they are the two best drivers.
Likes a bigger rear end, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what, we were running the 106s. Everybody else gets by with it, but I kept snapping them, so I went to a reverse cut H140. It's kind of a rare bird, but I think she's going to hold in there good for us. I don't want to talk too much about it, though. That's when she'll go out.
All right, now here we go. Chad Fortune now. Of course, showing what happened last time on Houston where he flipped. He just went into the turn too sharp. What else is there to say?
Go. I mean, we had some small problems. I was losing power right in the middle of racing, and doing the Fonzie deal and hit the jukebox, and the power comes back on, floored it to the corner, and just lost and went over. But I mean, it was.
There's nothing to explain. He just went too hard to turn.
Fonzie and the jukebox. We're gonna have to get a little explanation from Chad later.
All right, let's see what he's got now. All right, here we go into the turn. Oh, he's starting to get on two wheels right there. He struggled a bit in the turn. All right, solid run. This time it didn't look as good as Cretan, so I expect this to be slow. He ran over the cars, too. He didn't jump over them. Ugh. I knew he wasn't going to do that good, but damn. Last place. Ugh. Chad. All right, here we go. Airman Dan Evans. Let's see what you got now. Had a little bit of a wheelie right there. Oh, he knocked the pole over. Oh, and he got on two wheels too. Oh, well, that's going to probably be last place. Enjoy seeing Dennis in round one, Dan. He got a little bit aggressive in the turn, but he lost a lot of speed there. Oh, he was getting close to another penalty right there. But yeah, of course, last place. Oof. You can't hit the poles, Dan. You can't do that. Ugh. Oh, God, that was way over there, too. He got on two wheels both times. So we're still waiting for Dawn and Slick and Andy. All right, here we go. Andy now. I think last time we saw him in what was it, Indianapolis last year? So here we go. Eradicator now. Whoa, on two wheels, safe. But rear steer looked like locked. He lost a lot of momentum. He's not even really trying now, looks like. Oh, I think he has no rear steer. Oh, there it is. Rear steer finally worked, but yeah, that was a crappy pass. That was horrible. Ugh. Just awful. Yeah, truck on two wheels, which really hurt him. After that, he just, didn't try. Alright, let's let this dawn now. Here we go. Could she take on Dennis? Always gets always funny. Here we go. Let's see what Dawn has. Last qualifier. Ugh, horrible turn there. Ugh. Nice and smooth. Didn't have a lot of speed. All right, there you go. But that should not be anything new. Yeah. Yeah, that's expected. All right, so Dennis is our #1 qualifier. In every single event we've seen so far where Dennis competed, he's been #1 qualifier. He has just been on a roll this year so far. It's amazing. And Cretan was #2. How about that? The four best are the drivers I expected. Dennis, Cretan, and Jimmy, Stevens, and Guy Wood. Exactly how I expected. Alright. God, after 20 minutes, we're finally getting to round 1 action. Yay! World Finals Free Pro Bowl, let's go! Yay! Oh, so beautiful! Can't wait for racing for World Finals Free, because I'm still not sure if I'm going to react to Freestyle. Because remember, I reacted to Freestyle back 3 years ago, so would I do it again is the question. But racing, I absolutely will react to at the very least. Alright, so it should be Dennis and Dan Evans start off the first race.
PlayStation 2 or Game Boy Advance Monster Jam Maximum Destruction is available today at ushra.com or call 888-6...
As we're still waiting for round 1 action.
Be sure to register to win the Gravedigger Block Party. That's the party.
Don't remind me, Scott, I didn't get it. Ah!
We have a big time. You can just go on to gravedigger.com and do the registering for that as well. And speaking of the Gravedigger, it's time for our Digger Minute.
Yay!
We're going to focus on Gravedigger number 2. It was the first Chevrolet driven by Dennis Anderson.
I'm pretty sure that was the first monster truck version as well.
Blended this other panel truck, meaning the Chevy, going from a Ford to Chevy. I wanted to try to get a Chevy sponsorship. It didn't work, it never would work, but I still ended up getting me a Chevy panel truck. It was something really different. It was unique, and it was really an eye catcher to me. And I figured if it was an eye catcher to me, it'd be an eye catcher to the people out there. And at the time, I really wasn't thinking about fans. I didn't even have a clue that I had fans. I was just looking at what I thought looked really cool out there, you know. And what I thought looked cool looks really cool to my fans. And I know that for a fact because they send me fan letters about my trucks, and they have for years, you know.
Yep.
It's like these other trucks that come out and sounds like, you know, 25 people cheer for them. When I come out, I had like 500 people cheering for me. You know, it's like, man, they really like this old thing, you know. And that drove me to drive the thing crazy too. And I felt like, you know, well, I'm their favorite, so I got to be the craziest. I want to be the fastest. I want to be the baddest or whatever, you know. And it's worked.
Ah, so nice hearing about that. Alright, now for racing. So yeah, Dennis and Dan start off with Guy Wood and Chad Fortune. Scott Stevens, Dawn Cretin, and Jimmy Cretin, Andy Slicko. But yeah, only 2 elite racing champions here. Another one, Scott Stevens. He's good if he's not rusty. Guy Wood could be a challenge, but other than that, only half the field's really competitive for racing. All right, here we go. Our first actual race tonight. Dan Evans. Oh, Gravedigger! Dennis, he died. No. Oh, that's a huge blow to racing if he's done. Oh no! Dennis! Oh, what happened? Oh my god! On 2 wheels! An upset! Dan Evans is gonna beat Dennis! Wow! Huge upset! Oh, those whole brackets all messed up! Oh, it was so wide open for Dennis to get another win! Oh!
You know, I don't know if it's Hot Rod Association that's hitting the button or whether Dennis's truck's breaking. I've got 2 passes on the truck. They need to make up their mind what they want to do. I mean, I can sit here and run circles all night long. They got to put somebody in the winner's circle eventually. Now we tore 3rd gear out of the truck. We got a sway bar broke. They want me to run out and run.
So what happens if you're going to run? You obviously have to take time to fix the sway bar.
We're doing it right now. Lori's on it. She knows exactly what to do. She'll hang it together in a minute.
Oh.
All right, while Lori is working on it.
Dan having problems too. Jeez. So Dennis maybe could potentially come back. Oh man, I was hoping it would show footage of Dennis having a meltdown or whatever. What was up to all that?
This is a sway bar.
Oh man. And this is like I said, this is the first time I'm watching this event in like 2002 or so. It's been 20 plus years since I've last seen this event, and that took me by complete surprise seeing that. All right, here we go. Dawn and Scott now. And Dawn has the lead off the jump. Going to turn. Oh, bad turn for Dawn. You can't have that. But it's still kind of close. All right, right there. And Scott Stevens is going to get the victory. Now Scott is in a driver's seat for finals appearance against Dan, if that's still the matchup. But, I'm still just, seeing what happened to Dennis. Yeah, that was a bad turn for Dawn. If she had a better turn, she might have had a chance.
Let's hear from Scott Stevens.
Was there ever a doubt in your mind you weren't going to win this round?
You know, we should be really running a lot faster, but our suspension is really way off tonight. You know, it's like, wow, I'm falling from the top of the stadium.
I still can't believe that what happened to Dennis. That was insane.
I ain't got enough tough enough in me right now to go out there and play with it. We got to step up for the next round.
Still to come here
All right, so right now Dan Evans and Scott Stevens in the semifinals. Now it leaves it perfectly wide open for Crete now to get it. It is wide open for Jimmy now to get it since Dennis is gone for right now.
Check out USHRA.com for a city near you. It's a great family value. Don't forget to get there early for the pit party. Get up close and personal with the drivers in their trucks.
Man, racing so far has been very lackluster. So after what happened to Dennis. So far, this vet's been a little, kind of disappointing.
And Guy would be the subject of our jam pack.
Not even his bulldozer right there, which is funny.
Several years ago.
I would love to hear about the origin bulldozer, but I do need to hurry up.
Edge of it, because I like living
And of course, kind of messing up my timing going forward and all that, because I don't want to accidentally overshoot the next race.
to make sure that we get over there this time.
Alright, here we go now. That would have been nice to hear about the origin bulldozer, but I am like in a hurry to do stuff. Funny thing, matchup in World Finals free as well when these two race each other. Chad, you can't have turns like that. Oh, God, what was in trouble? Oh, Chad Fortune, despite his struggles, he's in the lead right now. Here we go to the final turn. Oh, they're close, but Chad Fortune's going to get upset. Chad's going to win it. Oh, my God. What happened to guy one into the turn? Oh, man. Like, all the best racers tonight are struggling. Make it even easier for Creighton now. As how about that? Now Creighton has one less tough opponent. Chad's in the semifinals.
Concerned about why I was losing power. I think maybe we fixed it. Hopefully we do. I'm just gonna let it turn it loose and see what we can do.
Hey, just a reminder that our jam cam tonight has been following the Creek, Dawn and Jimmy around all evening.
Let's see, can Creighton now easily get a racing win tonight?
Get some chargers, get the charger on me. Check my fuel. How much time we got?
Yep, this is how it is for the drivers in the pits, in between races. I bet, that was probably Dan Race Dennis, wow!
I need fuel. I'm gonna need fuel. I'm gonna need fuel. I can't make it to intermission. Pull the charger out. Let's go.
That was wild. That happened while Dan was beating Dennis. That's wild. Alright, here we go now. Creighton against Slicko. Here we go. Andy has a little bit of a lead. Here we go into turn. Much better turn, but I'm sure Creighton's annihilating him right now. Oh yeah, Creighton's annihilating, of course. That's not surprising. Oh, great turn by Creighton as he's going to easily get the victory with no effort. And now with Dennis gone at the moment, it's wide open for Creighton. Dan Evans, Scott Stevens, Chad Fortune, now Jimmy Creighton in the semifinals. First time this year where Dennis Greater did not make the semifinals.
To be so smooth.
Yeah, I do. We got the front shocks a little stiff, but the truck's running real good. We got a shutter, I think, in the braking system. But that's all stuff we can fix back at the shop.
Now we told you
Oh, Dennis is coming back.
the RII problem on Gravedigger, so he's going to rerun now.
Oh, they're racing again?
Dan Evans.
Okay, so Dan and Dennis are racing again?
Same thing happened, Mike.
Wow.
Listen to the radios again. It's an RII problem.
Are you really kidding me? It happened again?
Evans is going to get the chance to win here.
He is, but what I'm worried about with Dan Evans is we heard earlier he's having some problems with that sway bar. They got it fixed for this run, but how healthy is it? I know he's probably just going to take it easy.
Wow. Ooh. Oh, that is not the land Dan would want at the end.
Big opportunity
Oh man, Dennis is fuming.
RII problems got him again. And a big win for Dan Evans. How healthy is the truck?
Gravedigger had 2 problems with his truck, and now you're out. How are you feeling about this?
You know, it happens. These are electronics we're dealing with. We're dealing with high-tech motors, wiring. That kind of stuff happens. It's unfortunate that it happened to me twice and happened to Dennis twice. I don't blame Dennis.
Tell me about Dennis's reaction when he found out that you weren't going to be able to compete in the next round.
Well, Dennis is disappointed. Dennis wants to win in a fair and square atmosphere. He's great race.
So Dan had the race twice, and he got fucked over in the end.
Tear him up. Do what you can do.
Tough break for Dan Evans.
Man, racing's just been awful tonight. Wow, Dennis is coming back. Dennis got fucked over twice, and now he's coming back against Scott Stevens. Ugh. Yeah, racing's not been good tonight. This has definitely so far been probably the worst event of 2002. Ugh. Racing's been very disappointing. Man, racing better make a big comeback, or freestyle better just light up, because it's been very disappointing so far. So Dennis is coming back after losing twice. Will he actually get the RI fix, as we saw was working? Why is he racing power forward? It should have been Scott Stevens, if I remember the bracket correctly. Well, obviously this is the big matchup. Scott Stevens and Jimmy Crean. Here we go. Crean with the lead. Scott Stevens right there as they go into the turn. Good turn by Scott. Oh, Creighton died! Oh, Bounty Hunter died on him! Oh no, the other Elite Racers having trouble! And Scott Stevens is in the finals! How about that? Wow! All the best racers are having problems tonight! Except Stevens! Oh! What happened to Creighton? Wow, Scott Stevens in the finals for the first time on TV. At least, to my knowledge, since 2000.
How does it make you feel when you have a win like that?
We'll take it any way we can and touch the sick of it. We want to go out there and win races. The trucks, I'm just running hard enough to win. We're kind of sneaking the building.
Man! 20 plus years, like I said, since I've last seen this.
Care what lane you're in?
I like the left lane, and I'm sure Dennis knows. I ran good in the left lane in Houston. I ran good over there tonight.
Ah, Scott! No, you spoiled it. No, but it's the TNN or whoever produces this episode's fault for having this race be second. Oh, you can't do that, people. I keep telling you, stop doing spoilers. They climb in it, dumbass. Like, it's not that difficult. Oh my god, I have to rewatch that whole thing again.
Whoever thought I'd be taller than Carl Malone?
Yeah, this event so far has been just fucking out of whack. God forbid Fell blocks this too, like it did Atlanta racing yesterday. That would have been really infuriating. Alright, here we go. Chad Fortune, Dennis Anderson. Oh, look! Dennis finally got off the line for one. It's about time. Great turn by Dennis. And easy to... Oh, Chad got on two wheels. Dennis knocked over a pole right there, but I think it was a starting line pole. As Dennis is in the finals. Gravedigger's in the finals every single event so far, even though this time around, I don't feel really too happy about that, because Dan Evans got screwed over. Then Dennis got screwed over too. It just doesn't sit right with me. But that's the finals. Dennis Anderson, Scott Stevens. Oh boy.
You're about to go with Scott Stevens. What's going to happen in the next round?
Scott's tough, I can tell you that. He's a lot tougher than people give him credit back here in the pits. I just got to be smarter and faster than he is. I feel like I may have the steam down the straightaway over him, but if he...
Dennis has made the finals in every single event he's competing. Grader's made the finals in every event he's competing so far. Team Grader's been on a roll so far in 2002.
That's tripping the monsters up a little bit. So we'll just see. It'll be tight. If I make that turn good, it's shame on him. I mean, he's not going to catch the old green mama there. I can tell you that.
Of course, unless you have problems like you already been having. Scott hasn't had no problems, so that's something we got to keep an eye on. But how about that? Dennis Anderson, Scott Stevens finals.
That's all I'm interested in.
We're going to tear some parts up doing that.
Stay with us. Finals on the way from St. Louis.
Alright, we're getting ready now for the finals.
Fantastic action here on Monster Jam. You know, there's all kinds of USHRA Monster Jam action all over the country. So just go to USHRA.com for a city near you. It's a great family value. Get there early for the pit party. Get up close and personal with the drivers and their trucks at the next USHRA event in your neck of the woods.
Next USHRA events. You know,
Oh, they're showing other events. Hey, San Antonio, Lyle and Gary Porter race each other. Oh, Lyle got that win, but he had a hard landing on the rear end right there. All right, here we go. Alan Pizzo got a 28. Nice hit up the bus stack. Nice, Alan. Remember we saw him in Houston. Hey, Brandon Harrington, Vet King. That used to be Sting. We're going to see him later on this year. Nice hit. As Lyle going to reverse up the bus stack. Nice. Ho-ho. Oh, Lyle won freestyle. And on 2 wheels, they're going to go over. What a finish there. Oh, Gary Porter won too. Oh, we're going to go over. So Lyle and Porter tied right there for the win. That was nice seeing that. I know like in 2004 and such they showed stuff like that. But man, that would have been nice if they showed San Antonio right there. That would have been good to see Brandon Harrington, which we're going to see later on this year. I think we're going to see Gary Porter in an event coming up sometime soon as well. And of course, we will see Lyle. Hell, Lyle's going to win an event coming up sometime soon as well, so tune in for that. Spoiler right there. Alright, here we go. Scott Stevens now. And Dennis Anderson. Dennis got here after getting screwed over twice, but then Dan Evans got screwed twice. So here he is in the finals. This doesn't feel earned like beforehand, but he is on track for the sweep. But let's see if Scott Stevens can beat him. He's had no trouble tonight so far. It's just Dennis been having problems. Dennis has made the finals every time. Gradigger's made it every time. Actually, that's not true. I'm an idiot. Dennis the Great did not make the finals every time. Teammates, I keep forgetting. Dennis won, but the truck broke, remember? Alright, here we go. For the finals. Come on, please be insane finals. Here we go. Into the turn. Oh, great turn. Scott Stevens has his number, though, looks like right now. Here we go. The final turn. Here we go. Oh, they're right there. Oh, Scott's got 2 wheels. It's close. Oh, what a finish, but Dennis is going to get it. Oh, Farmouth in trouble. Oh, what a hit right there. Oh, man. What a wild finish for Scott Stevens. It was a close race, but Dennis is going to get it. Dennis won racing there. Third straight racing win for Gravedigger. Oh, that is not a good hit right there that Firemouth had. Oh, I bet he had front end damage right there. Oh, but Dennis got the victory. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the front end right there. That doesn't look good.
Up into the last turn, he put an extra thrust, and then he wobbled off the leeway.
Well, I can tell you, Scott, he's got a lot of seat time. He's a good driver.
I don't know if he has really any seat time compared to you, though, Dennis.
Right now, that dude has been around this world out here in monster trucks. I can tell you right now, these boys have got their work cut out this year.
Well, let's hear from Scott now.
Oh, that front end. Oh, it looked horrible.
I did too. I just went in there a little too goofy on the rear steering. Dennis knows I don't like the right lane. This truck just doesn't work too good. But it was a great run. I had a heck of, man, that was fun.
Yeah, that was very close. He almost pulled it off.
Last year with you guys, I was like, golly, these guys are invincible, but they're not. I'm ready to go play with them.
Our storylines tonight. Tough night for Jimmy Cretan, who in that battle with Firemouth.
Honestly, everyone struggled. Look at Dan Evans. He's the one who got fucked the most, like Dennis. It's like really unfair almost what happened to him. Plus, remember, he's an indie, so guess who has to pay it all? That's right, him. Yeah, that win right there from Dennis didn't feel right, even though he did get fucked over. But yeah, Dan. Yeah, that's really sucks what happened to Dan. But right now, Dennis is on track to sweep the event. But yeah, racing here in St. Louis was not that good at all. It sucked. All the trucks breaking, the shit with Dennis and Dan. The finals was awesome, though, at least. But yeah, that was it. Oh, now they're showing point stands, huh?
He wants to be world champ here in 2002, I think.
Guarantee it. He's going to go all all the way to Vegas. He hopes as the man to beat.
I wonder why they didn't show the point stands beforehand.
Well, that'll about do it here on Monster Jam from St. Louis.
But yeah, Dennis leads the point stands right now.
It's been a good night. Our congratulations.
How about that? At the 4 events, Gray Deer's leading, not Tom.
To Kate Milligan. Okay?
But yeah, St. Louis racing was not good. I hope freestyle was much better. Ugh. That was a bad watch today for racing. So that's going to wrap up here for Monster Jam in St. Louis 2002 racing. As crap as it was, Dennis got the one qualifier and he won racing. Alright, so that's going to wrap up all here. See you all next time for freestyle.